everybody, Rock Paper Mario here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. We're just taking a nice stroll up Death Mountain Trail here. What I was talking about in the last video was like, oh yeah, like, I'm not the biggest fan of, your one, I can't remember, is it, no, it's not Isla, Isla's in Chrono Trigger. It's, what is her name? See, that's how little of an impression she makes on me, I can't even remember her name. They say that a beautiful fairy lives on top of Death Mountain. Don't you want to see her? Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But, see what happens. This windsock always perplexes me. Oh, we've got some rambunctious fellow come careening down this path here. For some reason, Death Mountain Trail always seemed bigger to me when I was small. It seems so tiny today, and it seemed so big when I played this game the first time. It's a bit depressing. We've got this guy over here tending his, well, sleeping on the job, actually. Hey there. You're a big fella. Is he bigger than the other Gorons? I'm standing here to shade the balm flowers from the sun. Don't you have a question for me? No, I don't have any questions. Blah, blah, blah. We'll find out about balm flowers and the dongos. This is another thing that you can do in... that I didn't know you could do until... No, don't grab it. Oh, I got like a text, that can wait. This is another thing that you can do, but I think you actually have to get rid of the bomb flower first, so I'm gonna do it like another time. But yeah, I liked Zelda's character in Skyward Sword, but then she kind of disappeared. Like, they're like, oh, Zelda's character is going to be revamped in Skyward Sword. And I was like, oh, maybe they'll make her interesting. And then, like, they do make her character more interesting, but they still go to route of, oh, Zelda's gone. And you're not going to see her for, like, the whole game. I'm just like, yeah, you went to, like, I don't know, like, some things never change, do they? Like, they just seem, like, Zelda just seems to be one of those things, like... It just, like, seems to be, I don't know, like with the console ones anyway. Oh, I'm so hungry. Everyone feels faint from hunger because of the food shortage in this town. We're in danger of extinction. Oh no, if the Gorons went extinct, I would be really sad. It's all because we can't enter our quarry, the Dodongo's cavern. We go around living a diet of rocks, and the most delicious and nutritious rocks around here are found in the Dodongo's cavern, but it seems like an ancient history now. We've become such gourmets that we can't stand to eat rocks from anywhere else. You eat rocks? You're crazy. Like, that reminds me of something really fun. Look, he's like talking like the Rock Boys from Never Ending Story. He's like, we used to have lots of gourmet rocks, but then nothing took them all away. A delicious looking limestone rock. Must be a good vintage. But that reminds me of this time we were like, oh, we can't do anything there yet. That reminds me of this time we were in geography and we were talking about cave formation. And this guy in our class, we were talking about calcite, the way it's like, it's basically calcium that's being, it's basically calcium and, like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. It's calcium and limestone and water and all sorts of things. I don't know. And but one of the guys in our class, like, we had this really sarcastic, like, geography teacher. Like, she was just kind of funny. I liked her. She was just no nonsense, Joe, that kind of way. And, I remember, this guy in our class, Daniel Hogan, asked one time, he was like, so, would it be really good for you if you just ate loads of it, because there's so much calcium in it? Like, if you ate the calcium, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm looking for fire, but I can't find any. I'm digging for fire, do-do-do, I'm digging for fire. Anyway, can I remember this song? That's it. Okay, wait a second. I'll try again. I can't do this. There we go. And he was like, so if you ate a load of calcite, would it be really good for your bones or something? And everyone was just silent, and then she just kind of like stayed silent for 5 seconds. Like, that was the funny thing, she had like good comic timing. She just stayed completely silent for like 5 seconds, and then she goes, well, I don't know about your house, Daniel, but in my house, we don't eat rocks for breakfast. I was like... and it was just so funny, like, she was just so acerbic, it was brilliant. Well, hey there, we've got some fella here. What the heck? Who are you? Colonel Happleblap. When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Does this look inanimate to you, punk? Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much status to be treated like this by the sworn brother, the king? Well, I'm really angry. Get out of my face now! Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood, punk? Well, ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's cavern. We had a poor harvest of our special crop of bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. Ooh, Nelly, it's a bad time. This is the Goron problem. We don't need any help from no strangers around here. Oh, really? Is that the case? I can't remember. There's some NPC who says like, oh, that looks like Majora's Mask. There's some NPC who's like, oh, Darunia is in such a bad mood. Here the moment everyone's always waiting for. This is just so funny. I have a memory about this scene as well, because I used to be obsessed with this scene. It's just hilarious. Like, it's just like, look at him. He's just gone crazy. He was mental. Like, look at him. Link's just like backing away slowly, like, oh, what have I done? Don't look, Duster. It's just ridiculous. Oh! This is like Christopher Walken when he's like, oh! Come on! Like that thing where he's like, ooh. Hot! What a hot beat! Yeah! Wow! Yeah! Ooh, yeah! Ooh, yahoo! I remember like playing this in my in this guy's house, and my mom coming over to collect me. And when she came over to collect me, this like scene was playing on the television, and she was like talking to that other guy's mom, and she was like, "That looks pretty good, doesn't it?" Like, she was so amazed. She was like, "It's good, isn't it? This thing we call video games." She was like, "It's good, isn't it?" I was like, "Yeah." Obviously, like, Darunia is dancing had such an effect on you. It's funny. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly want to dance like crazy. I'm Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me, punk? What? It's like, he's like a combination of like Audrey too, and some like scary, like Colonel Goose or whatever his name is, or Lieutenant Goose. You want the spiritual zone of fire too? Well, the spiritual zone of fire always, or like Mr. T or something, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. If I was, I'd be staying at home watching Don't Tell the Bride. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of the Dodongo's cavern, fool, and prove you're a real man. That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I might make the text scroll faster so that I can read in this voice properly without having to make all these awkward pauses. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you that in this return for anything, but take it anyway, fool. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up a bomb flower using A. Woo-wee! And we got the Goron's bracelet. But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about Zelda. I was like, oh, some things will never change. Like, they just don't seem to be able to, like, with the console, they seem to, I don't know, they don't seem to ever want to break away from any sort of convention whatsoever with the console Zeldas. Like, with the handheld Zeldas, you do, like, that's why I always, like, except, a second, where's the other one? Or, like, I think that one stays lit, but these ones don't, I'm not sure. But, like, Majora's Mask is the only console Zelda that actually seems to do anything interesting, so that kind of way. Like, Majora's Mask is the only console Zelda that kind of breaks away from some sort of tradition. We have stuff we can buy in here that we don't need to buy, because we can't even use any of it yet. Wait a second, why aren't all my torches lit? Where's like the... Okay, who's the jerk? I lit all of these suckers, didn't I? I thought I did. Oh well. But, yeah, the... Like... Is there like one in here that I didn't light or something? Or is that like... Am I thinking of something else? Like, am I thinking... Because there's like a similar thing you do in, Zora's domain. But yeah, like, with the console Zeldas, like... Majora's Mask is the only Zelda game that kind of broke from... Well, I suppose Wind Waker as well, a certain amount, but, like, still, Wind Waker is still the same thing. Like, Wind Waker is still the same Zelda when... I don't know why it worked that time and not the other time. We get this sucker spinning. Like, still Wind Waker is the same game, just like, it's just that you use a different, like, it's not the same, like, it is different. I don't want to say that Wind Waker is just the same, because it's not. Like, I love Wind Waker, and I like that it's different, that I like the whole kind of, like, it's one of my top favorite Zeldas, but I just think that, like, as far as actually changing what Zelda's about, Majora's Mask is the only one that ever really did it on a console. All the other ones kind of play it safe and just do the same thing that the originals. What am I doing? Get out of there! Oh my god. Like, Majora's Mask is the only one that really changed things. And, like, then you see it in about, like, the fact that, well, there wasn't even Zelda in it. It's like, yeah, great. It's like, who cares? You're not gonna win. And I feel like that's why I like the handhelds. I tend to like the handheld Zelda games so much, is because I don't know whether it's that the people in charge of developing them just get more freedom when they're developing them, or it's like I have this like timed wrong. I'm gonna wait for a couple of seconds up here now. I don't know whether it's that the people in charge of developing the handheld Zelda games get more freedom than those in charge of the big console releases, because the console release has to placate all the stupid fans, and they're like, oh well, we can't, that has to be perfect or crap, like, I don't know, and like that it's kind of more like there's too much effort put into it or something, but that they're not able to have enough freedom or whatever. But the like, if you look at games like Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, like, if you look at Zelda's role in Spirit Tracks, it's like, no one, like, people are like, oh, Skyward Sword is so great because it made Zelda, like, a proper character. And I'm like, fool, look at Spirit Tracks, that came out first. And Zelda's far more, why can I not get this stupid bomb into this stupid jughead? Like, if you look at, Zelda in Spirit Tracks, she's far more interesting and far more active than in Skyward Sword. And that game came out first. I'm like, you got, like, I don't know, it's just... If you look at, like, games like Link's Awakening, like, that game is so interesting. Like, it's like Link's Awakening and Majora's Mask go together for me, because they just seem like... The thought behind them is similar. I don't know, they just have a similar sort of atmosphere or something. I don't know what it is about them. If this is the hard piece, I'll go crazy. No. I'm going finishing this. I'm going getting this done. Will you please start moving again, you stupid jughead? There we go. Thank you. There's no point in even throwing it when it's over there like that, you idiot. I'll just use this as a chance to talk about what I want to talk about. Like, I don't know, it's just like, I don't see why people get so obsessed with Zelda staying the same. I don't know, and I don't know what, like, where I'm going with this. I just seem to be going off on some sort of a rant, but I don't know, it seems, like, if you really want to change, things, you just have to stop placating people. Like, I think that's what Nintendo does, like with Mario and with Zelda and stuff like that, is they just placate people, and with Pokemon as well. Because you don't have to placate people. Like, that's not the point in making video games. Like, I know they have to sell as well, but I mean, your priority should be making a good game, not placating fans that don't know what's good for them in the first place. And sorry, but fans don't know what's good for them. So that kind of way, a lot of the time. That's even, like, worse than the 3 stupid rupees. I think this is random. I don't think it's anything to do with, like, what it's actually doing at any particular moment in time when it's, see, that's what I should have been doing, is actually waiting for a little bit. Like, I don't know. I wish that with Pokemon they just stop doing what they're doing and make a completely different kind of a game. Like, something that, like, I just wish they'd just fuck off from making the same game over and over, because I've got tired of Pokemon. Like, I didn't even bother getting the Generation 6 games. I didn't even finish the Generation 5 games. I've just got bored with what they're doing. It's like, and it's, I don't know. Like, Generation 1, 2, and 3 are all I really have interest in ever playing again. So that kind of way. And Generation 4, I like a lot of the Pokemon in it. And I like Generation 4 a little bit, but 1, 2, and 3 are all I really care about. It's like, after that, it just doesn't interest me. There's nothing that makes me feel like I want to play those games, or that kind of way. And it just seems like Pokemon has got to this stage where it's just like, well, what are you going to do? They just keep, like, they just make the same thing, except they add more Pokemon in. Like, I'm sorry, that's exactly what they do. It's like they don't make any effort to actually change what the game is all about, or what you actually do with the game. All they do is every generation they have, like, oh, well, here's this, like, novelty type of battle. Like, here's a triple battle or a sky battle or whatever that's going to appear like for 5 different battles in the game, and after that no one's going to care. So that kind of way. And it's like, other than that, the thing doesn't change. Now, I suppose they did, like, put in the Mega Evolution thing, but I didn't really, I don't know, I thought that was, and I think that's interesting, but I still think that they should just, like, they should put more effort into, they should just stop with the main series for a while and make kind of cool spin-off games, because they're more interesting anyway. Like, I don't know. Okay, come on, can you please get this so that I can finish this video? Please. You're not gonna do it, are you? Yes! Thank you! Finally! I was like, this video's gone on long enough. Get the red rupee, please. Get the red rupee, please. Get the blue rupee, please. And we got a piece of heart. Woo! Can we finally finish this video? Okay, well, thanks a million for watching, guys. Sorry about that rant. I just kind of got, like, a bit mad, so... I'm getting all... This Jughead is getting all fresh with Link, so I'll see you again. Bye. Thanks for watching.